Lana Del Rey is sitting at this table. And I like immediately just like pooped my pants. I was like, wait, what? Good day everyone and welcome to today's video, which is another story time freaking video. This is a very recent story time. Literally last night this happened. So I was like, all right, I need to turn on the camera. I need to talk about what just freaking happened, because if you can't tell by the thumbnail, and I don't know what I'm titling this yet, but oh, goodness me. Oh, I'm gonna be telling you guys the time that I met Queen Lana and like, oh, I can't even. Casually sat at the same table with her for like 5 hours. It's fine, it's no big deal. Goodness, what was last night? I don't even know. So let's just recap it together. Let's go through Joey's mind experience of what the hell happened, because it was freaking crazy. Alright, so it all started when I was invited to the Elton John Academy Awards viewing party. So basically it's like a giant party where people watch the Oscars. And I was invited by Bulgari, which is this amazing, wonderful company. They have jewelry, watches, fragrances, and a whole bunch of other things. They gifted me this gorgeous freaking watch. Let me see if I can get like a beautiful focus. It's literally everything. I am forever indebted to them. Not only for this watch, but because they gave me one of the most amazing experiences ever. So let's get on with the story. So I was invited to this party and I was freaking out because they sent an invitation who had like a list of everyone that was like supposed to be there. I think I might have missed the fact that Lana was on that list. I don't know how. Maybe she was like a last minute add, or I somehow missed it. But there was a lot of like huge celebrity names on there. Basically it's like the place where people go to watch the Oscars, like a bunch of celebrities go, who aren't like nominated or just like wanna be cool. So anyways, yesterday happens and Daniel is my +1 and he was working the Oscars carpet, so we didn't get to go together. So I was like freaking out. I was like, I don't know who's gonna be there. Like, this is not a YouTube event. I feel so nervous. So I'm headed to this event by myself, freaking the heck out, just like, oh my god, what if like I run into like a celebrity, what would I say? So I get there, and the only people that I would have known is Bulgari, because they invited me and I've met them before. So I get there, and my main contact at Bulgari meets up with me, and he's so sweet, so nice, and like starts introducing me to his friends and people that he knows. So I start to like feel a lot more comfortable, like, okay, so like there's people that I can talk to, like I'm not just gonna be standing in a corner looking at my phone. This is great. And next, he introduces me to a princess, and he's like, oh, this is a Princess Lily. And I was like, oh, funny, like a princess, like, oh, that's cute. She was beautiful, like one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. So I was like, oh my god, yeah, like she does look like a princess. And then like a few minutes later, I'm like talking to her and she's like, yeah, I live in a castle. And I was like, okay, she actually is a princess. She was the most amazing woman ever. We talked like all throughout the night. She was so cool. She invited me to come stay with her, which I hopefully will do. I don't know if it was like a legit thing, but she invited me and Daniel to go and visit her, and teach us how to be princesses. Oh my god. And I was like telling her, I was like, oh my god, we need a collab. Do like a princess collab or something. But anyways, okay, so best friends with a princess. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's whatever. And so, I had a bit of an embarrassing moment. So my main contact at Bulgari was like, oh, do you want to meet Hilary Swank? And I was like, okay, sure, that's fine. So he's like, she just got here, she's doing the red carpet. So I'm like following him to go meet Hilary. And so we get up to her, and Heidi Klum is standing right next to her, and I was like, oh my god, Heidi, love your dress, it's so beautiful. And she's just like, thanks, darling. So I complimented Heidi Klum. We're best friends now too. And then Hillary's done talking, and then I get introduced to her. Then my friend at Bulgari is like, oh, this is Joey, he's a YouTuber. Do you know a lot of YouTubers? She's like, not really, but I assume that has to do with YouTube. And he was like talking me up and saying my channel is this, this, and this. And she was like genuinely interested and like wanted to know more, so I was just talking to her about what I do on YouTube. And she thought it was so cool, and she was so sweet, so nice. Love you, Hillary. And so then Daniel texts me, he's like, oh, I'm here, I just got to the party. And I was like, oh, okay, good, it'll be nice to have my boyfriend here. So I go back to where Hillary is, and my friend at Bulgari is like, oh, you should get a picture with Hillary. And she was chatting, so I was like, oh yeah, that would be awesome, like when the time comes. And so, this is where it got super embarrassing. She got pushed onto the red carpet, and I had already done red carpet stuff. And he was like, go on, go take a picture with her. And so I was like, wait, what? No, like she's doing the carpet, like that should be her thing. And he's like, no, go take a photo with her. And so I was like, okay, like this isn't normally how like I would do a red carpet thing, like hop in on like a celebrity while they're getting the picture taken. But I did, and I'm just like standing next to her. She had her husband on her left, and the photographers are like, who are you? Who are you? Get off! Get away! And I was like, okay, I just didn't know what I was doing. And then Hillary's like, oh no, he's like, and then like I just like ran off, and I was so mortified. I was like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. Photographers at red carpets are so mean and vicious, like, oh. How feisty. I just wanted to be like, excuse me, I'm Joey Graceffa. I'm more relevant than you'll ever be to the photographer. But I didn't. I held that in, and I just went. And I found Daniel, and hugged him, and I was like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. And so then, is time for the event. We head in, I think I get like a drink or something. I introduced Daniel to Princess. Princess Lily, although I think she doesn't like to be called Princess Lily. I'm not sure. I just called her Lily, or Princess. So anyways, we finally get to go to the table. So there's like a bunch of tables where they would serve meals, and I think there was like maybe 10 seats around the table. So I walk up to the table, not everyone's there, like we're the first ones there. And I see my name tag on like a little platter. It says Joey Graceffa, and I notice Princess is sitting next to me. And then I'm like, oh crap, why isn't Daniel like on my left? So Daniel's walking around the table to like look for his name, and he finds it. But then he like, his face like goes white, and I'm like, what the heck happened? Like, is he not there? Like maybe his name isn't on the table. Like maybe something went wrong with my +1. So he comes over to me and he's like, Lana Del Rey is sitting at this table. And I like immediately just like pooped my pants. I was like, wait, what? Like I had no idea. So I go to my friend at Bulgari and I'm like, wait, Lana Del Rey is sitting at our table? And I was like, can I move her name tag right next to me? Like, or next to the princess, so I can have Princess and Lana right next to me. And there was only 3 girls at the table, so he wanted people to be like spread out. So he's like, no, like we'll just keep it as it is. Like you can meet her. So I wasn't able to move Lana right next to me, which was fine. It's okay. Because she was literally, she came and she sat directly across from me at this table. We had a direct eye contact. She said hello to me. And I got up and I went straight over to her and I introduced myself, and Daniel came, we had like a little chit chat, and I was just like, oh my freaking gosh. So then, there was like a photographer that was just taking photos at the table, and I got a picture with Lana, which is the thumbnail of this video, and oh, she was just so sweet and so kind and so nice. I am so happy like that I got to like meet her and sit at the same table with her for like 4 hours, 5 hours, however long it was. And then I would just like randomly like be like, oh, and Lana, so like are you doing any more shows in LA? Like, She's like, oh, I'm touring in Europe and stuff, and then we chatted about Europe. And then I told her that I saw her at Coachella 2 years ago and how I just love the way that she interacts with her audience, and I just like, it's so inspiring the way that she connects and how emotional I got when she performed. And she just loved that, and I don't know, we were just like randomly like, I just like chime in and just be like, oh, hi Lana. So it was just incredible. It was like one of those moments where it's like, have you ever seen those pictures where they're like tag 8 people you'd want around like this table to have dinner with? And I was like looking around, I was like, this is the table. Oh, Hilary Swank was also at the table. I almost wanted to like be like, listen, I'm so sorry I jumped in on that carpet with you. I was stupid. I didn't know what I was doing. Please forgive me. But she was so sweet at the table. She didn't even like bring it up. She was just so kind and generous and just like, oh, she was super generous. She like, they were having an auction thing going on at the end of the event to raise money for the AIDS Foundation. And she like took off her ring, not her wedding ring, and was like, oh, like I should auction this. So she auctioned it. I think it went for like $50,000 in the auction, which was donated to the AIDS Foundation. So go you, Hillary. So yeah, I was just like, I caught myself so many times just staring at Lana Del Rey. I was just like, oh, she's just so beautiful and just so majestic. And I was just relishing, is that the word? Relishing in the moment and just like taking it all in. I think there was a lot of times where I forgot to breathe and then I'd be like, oh. It was just one of the most incredible nights, and I met so many awesome, amazing people, and I was surrounded by so many beautiful people, and they were all like so rich and just like, I felt like I was in like the glamour Hollywood lifestyle that I always like envisioned Hollywood to be like, and it was crazy to finally like experience that side of the world. It was honestly like such a alternate reality. Like I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that before, and it was definitely a different world being in that. So I'm very fortunate enough to have experienced that at least once in my life. It was an amazing thing. I don't know. There was just being surrounded by all those people that you've seen growing up, and Daniel was freaking out because Mariah Carey was just like a few tables over, and he was like, I need to see her. But he was, I think, a little too nervous, so she eventually like left halfway through the show, so we didn't get to do anything with her. But oh my god, what a crazy freaking night. And then, yeah, just hung out with the princess for the rest of the night. Lana left right after the show, but there was like this after party thing. So yeah, maybe you'll see a collab with me and Princess Lily in the near future. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time from last night. I didn't record any of it because I was honestly, like, I couldn't breathe so much of the time. I was like so nervous and crazed and excited. There was no way I was going to take my camera out and just like be like, oh, here, just casually with Lana Del Rey, Hilary Swank, Princess Lily, it's fine. Like, I didn't want to like be that person. And I just felt so like, I felt like I was the loser that got invited to the popular table, so I didn't want to like overstep any boundaries, and I want to be very respectful of everything. And I'm not like a loser, but I don't know, I just felt like just like a little kid who like somehow stumbled into this like really fancy event. So anyways, thank you so much, Bulgari, for bringing me to this thing. And thank you, Elton John, for hosting such a party. Thank you, Lana, for being so sweet and amazing, and I just love you, and I hope that one day we can hang out again. So anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you want more story times, give this video a thumbs up. If it gets 50,000 likes, I will do another story time of a past experience. And yeah, that's all for today. I love you guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Good day and bye.
But I'm pretty hungry.
I feel like we need a little sugar, is what you're saying?
Or a lot.
Okay, so since the rainbow design, how many colors are in the rainbow? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, orange, magenta, magenta, purple, silver,
Teal. White.
E.
Brown.
Oh my gosh, wait, where's the things? How do you cook in here? Crafting table, okay. Sugar turns into, wait, sugar cane. How do you turn sugar cane into sugar?